CBS 46 News presents Public Affairs on Peach.
Good morning to you, and thanks for watching Public Affairs on Peach. I'm your host, Adam Murphy, and today we're talking about second chances. Sometimes life throws you some tough curveballs, and a lot of people need help getting back on track. Well, the Georgia Detox and Recovery Center is one place where people struggling with addiction can rebuild their lives. And today we have a special guest here on the show, Tina Black. Tina is with the Georgia Detox and Recovery Center that just opened in Atlanta a few months ago, right?
That's correct.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Tell me about that grand opening and what you guys do.
All right. Well, our Marietta office is the first office that we opened in the state of Georgia, and we offer a variety of services there, from outpatient assessments, free behavioral health assessments, all the way to full-day programming. We can arrange for people who need a sober setting to reside while they're in treatment. We can make arrangements for that. So it's a full range of services, half-day, full-day, or individual sessions. But our focus is on helping people get things back on track, learn how to live happy, sober, and return to their lives.
So Tina, how did you get into this line of work?
Well, that's a little bit of a personal story. I have a history of working in public relations. That was my first profession. And during that time in my late 20s, I had my own alcohol problem and got sober. And in doing that, I really, it changed my life in such an amazingly positive way. It was such a gift to me that during my early recovery, I really started to want to give back, and I felt drawn to changing careers. So I went back, got a master's degree so that I could work in this field.
Was there a recovery facility that was available to you to make that turn?
I did seek help. I did go into treatment, and I got help with depression and alcoholism, and it changed my life in an incredibly positive way. Gave me coping skills and a way of life that would really be helpful to anybody, whether you struggle from this illness or not. Sure. So I consider myself lucky. And
now your main focus here is to help others that may have gone down or in this same boat, may have gone down the same road.
Right.
So talk about how serious the addiction problem is here in Georgia.
Well, the addiction is not particularly regional. It's a problem everywhere. Everybody, whether you know it or not, has somebody in their lives that is struggling with addiction. Some of us are better at hiding it than others, but about 1 out of 10.
Wow.
So it's quite a lot.
How does that compare nationwide? About the same? Are we in Georgia?
About the same, that's correct, yes.
And so how do you identify, this is to me interesting, how do you identify that there is an addiction problem?
Well, there are a lot of different things to look at. Generally speaking, when addiction starts to emerge, the kinds of things that people will experience personally is an intent to, say you're going out with some friends and alcohol is going to be a part of that, or some people use drugs recreationally, and your plan is to go and have fun. And instead of going and having fun, things start to get a little out of control. So you start to have experiences where you are using or drinking more than you intended, and so you start to have consequences. And whether it be an argument with a friend or you do something that's very embarrassing to you later, those kinds of things start to happen. Addiction is an illness that it's very tricky in that it has a component of denial. And it's not the form of denial where that if you ask me, Tina, did you do this? And I say, no, I didn't do it, where I'm being dishonest. This is a different kind of denial, and it's where that I'm being dishonest with myself.
And would you say that if you feel like you have to have that alcohol or those drugs in order to have a good time, that might be a bit of a concern?
Absolutely. That could be an indicator. And generally, because of the denial component where that I can't see what's happening in my own life, a lot of times another indicator for people to look for is if somebody else is confronting you about your drinking or your drug use and telling you it's a problem, it's out of control. You should listen.
So let's discuss a little bit more about the Georgia Detox and Recovery Center's approach. Compare with other centers. I'm sure there are a lot of choices out there. So what makes you different?
There are a lot of choices out there, and most people that I've come into contact with that work in addiction treatment are people who are passionate about helping. The addiction treatment industry as a whole has had the benefit of a lot less resources as far as research and things like that go. There are a lot of things that are different about Georgia Detox and Recovery Centers. One of the main differences is our treatment model, in that it is very focused on helping people change behaviors versus education. A lot of treatment centers, their focus is on education and doing therapy. Both are good things. I don't mean to say that they're not. But what's missing is any real approach that helps people change their behaviors. And our approach is has a very strong experiential aspect to it. And the best way for me to explain the difference and why it's so much better is to give you an example, a parallel. If you've ever had anybody try and show you something on the computer, and you're standing behind the person who's got control over the computer. So they're keying in, they're clicking, you're watching, they're telling you what they're doing while they're doing it. You go back to your desk and you try and duplicate that, and generally it's hard to do. And it's like, oh, what did they do? And you know, you didn't have a great learning experience. However, if I get up out of the chair, have you sit in front of the computer, you're controlling the mouse and the keyboard, and I talk you through it, but you do it, then you go back to your desk, you're more likely to recreate it. And that our treatment model is designed to give you that experience with changing your behaviors and learning good, sober coping skills, how to deal with situations, how to deal with life without drugs or alcohol.
And I'm sure if you identify someone else, maybe in your family or a friend that has a problem, let them know, hey, it's okay to get help, right? And how do they get help? How do they reach out and find out more about your organization?
Call us, go to our website. We have a call center, and we take calls 24/7. And we'll gather information. If they want to talk to me, all they have to do is ask, and they'll be put through to me. I will talk with anybody who wants to discuss it, but we give them information. We help them with, if they want to use their insurance, help them be able to do that. Look at what program of ours is best suited for them and move forward.
And again, we've had the website up on our screen for a while, but tell us again how we can reach you guys online.
GeorgiaDetoxandRecovery.com.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much, Tina, for being on the program. Very good information. Now, for more, of course, like she said, you can check out their website, which is GeorgiaDetoxandRecovery.com, or call 844-242-0808. When we come back, we'll introduce you to some canine cellmates. Find out more about how they're really making a difference right here on Public Affairs on Peach.